Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and today we're doing a simple revisit of D heroes. So Destiny heroes used to be super meta when they were brand new. Anki was just an absolute terror on the meta. Today it's not so much. They're just a little rogue deck at best, not even really tier listed. So Konami has decided to take them off the ban list. Whereas our Celestial here used to be limited, I believe, to 2. Now that he's off the 2 list, we're able to use cards like Hey Trunade, which are really powerful and ban listed, so they're not just splashed around any archetype. Now heroes get to use them again, which means we can use our spell slots for other things other than back row hate, as we can really lean on just Hey Trunades. They handle a lot of back row. So why am I revisiting? We got a new trap card called D Counter. When a Destiny hero monster you control is target for an attack, destroy the attacking monster. So I'm sure a lot of you are looking at that and thinking like, okay, that's just like a free-to-play Sakuretsu armor. But the strong part of this card is it doesn't target, so it's just going to pop who's ever attacking, doesn't have to target them. Even if it was a Cactius, that boy gets popped. So, or maybe not Cactius, he doesn't get destroyed by card effect. But anyone who's not able to be targeted, like Saber Dancer with Lunalights, still get popped there. And now we are using target removal in banishment. This card's essentially 100% in this deck for witchcraft, guys. Just banish the witchcrafts and then be done with them. So you're running into them kind of a lot. That's why I've stuck it in here. Obviously we're using balance, so you can put in whatever kind of trap you want. I've decided 3 Celestial over Decider, and of course 3 Drill Dart. Decider's pretty useful though, especially in this meta. He just stalls out virtually any deck, and then with D Counter you can really just hit the tiny monsters that try to attack him, and it's a lot of time you've bought yourself with Deciders. So you might want to put a third, who knows the ratios. It's with the monsters it's pretty much a coin flip. But with the spells, so we're running 3 Mass Change and of course Form Change. Form Change gets really interesting now that we have Koga, because we don't just have to sit on a Diane who's another Anki. Koga will actually have a dynamic effect that's going to give us more plays and more options, making Form Change very powerful. So you can see how straightforward it is, guys. You couple all this with Celestial's draw power and you're getting to what you need pretty consistently. But the real downside is these 1600 monsters don't really do anything. You may as well just have 0 attack monsters on the field because they're that vulnerable unless they're Decider. So it's a really slow deck. It's not as terrifying as it is. Other decks just swarm the field so effectively it just overwhelms what heroes used to be. Still fun to revisit. Definitely should still revisit because there's any moment now they could be meta again with new support and stuff like that. Obviously D Counter is not going to be that, but it was due time for a revisit. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, here we are facing Sartorius. We're going second. Let's see what this boy's got in store for us. He's 22 cards, Master of Destiny. We of course are using balance. Starting with a Hey Trunade, also a Karma Cut. He's only set 1 back row, so you know it's likely a counter trap. We're going to hit it with the Hey Trunade. It is in fact the Parshat. So that's a perfect target for our Karma Cut. So we're going to bring out probably the Decider with the Drill Dart. That way it's a soft little stall. And we can throw the Celestial into the graveyard with the Karma Cut. That way whatever monster we lose, we're still going to be able to get that Celestial effect off. And here we go, he Cosmic Cyclones us, we chain our Karma Cut to banish the Parshat. Here he Twin Barrel Dragons our Drill Dart, swings over our Decider. So we're in top deck mode, but like I said, we still have that Celestial effect. We normal summon our Drill Dart, use that Celestial effect for that +2. We get a Mass Change and a Form Change. So we would really be able to even dodge a Desperado. He would get the Desperado out right now. We would use our effect, he'd bring out Desperado, use his effect, and then we'd chain it with a Mass Change, then a Form Change, all that great stuff, guys. But here, it's just a nice easy lethal over the Temperance. He thought he had us, but here's the Form Change, and we don't have to bring out Diane. Diane wouldn't really have an effect here, but Koga does. Koga's effect would still be live. We'd banish a hero, lower their attack. That's the new D heroes, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Zane Truesdale, and I remember this duel. It's about to show you the power of the ban list and why D heroes being off the ban list really means you have to take advantage of that too limited pool. So as you can see here, we just simply have a Drill Dark and a Mass Change, but we also have a Hey True Nade, and as you know, Hey True Nade is actually gonna just eat up a first turn Cyber Dragon like crazy. We have double Drill Dark just to make the lethal that much easier. We Hey True Nade, all that back row, you know it's an overflow, you know it's a cyber flow, all that nasty stuff. And we get to just ignore it and hit him for a nice casual lethal, just like D heroes always did, guys. And it's just so consistent with the Mass Change. You only run into trouble when you're left with your 1600 monsters out there. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Prowler. We're going second. Looks like our boy's looking for a rank up here. But he's gonna run into some balanced D heroes just like old times. So we're fighting middle-aged mech. Starts with an Ancient Gear Wervin. Searches, what is that, Gear Frame? Engineer, sorry. So a pretty suboptimal Ancient Gear. We're gonna normal summon our Drill Dark. Special summon Celestial. Now Celestial's gonna sacrifice himself to get rid of that back row. And Celestial in the graveyard is always a pretty good thing. We do have our live Karma Cut because of the form change. So we're gonna Karma Cut that boy and D-counter that boy, and we've destroyed his whole field and we still have a boy standing. We also get our Celestial, guys. Swing for just under lethal. 300 points from lethal. But what can go wrong, right? Well, our opponent top decks a Poly, uses it immediately, throws away 3 of his hand. He's brought out his boy, the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, guys. Terrifying monster, also sets a monster, but you know what we need. He only has 300 life points left. We just need that Miracle top deck. It was Mass Change. Even if it wasn't Mass Change, I'll show you what we had in case right now. It was a Celestial effect, so we had 2 other chances at Mass Change. We just get a Celestial and a Hey True Nade there, of course, but we still hit him for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Young Yugi, going first. Let's leave our map for our boy over there. Gotta show him balance. Starting with a D counter. We have some Mass Change, some form change, a little Celestial. We're gonna set the D counter, set everything pretty much. Opponent sets 2 back row. Now remember what I said about being patient. I don't want to just bring the Anki out with the Mass Change and the form change. All that back row still around. So we wait for our opponent. He Dark Contracts our D counter. Actually pretty convenient for him because D counter would have really had our full effect against this monster. So it's good he hit D counter. We're forced to use our Mass Change. Because imagine I kept D counter and he hit form change in the middle there. He would have been done for. But here, we have to attack directly because he's 3,800 thanks to that field spell. But look at his life points, guys. He only has 1,000 left. We use our Karma Cut, throw away Celestial. That's why we didn't normal summon him. To banish his Dark, his King Dark. He's going to lose 1,000 after those life points. And he's done for it, guys. Great stuff. Okay, here we are facing a Crow. We're going second, going for a rank up. I think this is 3 to 4. Pretty sure I've been floundering around there. So our boy's using a hero Matt. Pretty interesting. So we have a Drill Dark, Karma Cut, Mass Change, and our Celestial. We are fighting a Dark Magician. He's got his Prismatic Rod, using that Dark Magical Circle, searching the navigation. Sets 2, ends his turn. So we top deck a Decider. That's perfect because that'll keep our Karma Cut live. We're going to bring out the Celestial because of how aggressive he is versus that Dark Magical Circle. So he did have a delay. He could have done something here, but we were able to hit him with the Dark Magical Circle with Celestial's effect to destroy it and do 500 damage. We swing and then we bring out the Anki. He had a delay. I'm pretty sure he had a live navigation, but chooses not to use it. Oh well. But D heroes, guys, they're still just as cheese with the mass change. You pull multiple mass change, you're likely to win over most everything as long as you're patient, as long as you really anticipate what your opponent can do and you save those mass change. So it's not just a way to summon your Anki, but it's a way to dodge a spell and then summon your Anki to really get your opponent to commit to removing whatever D hero you have on the field, and then you hit them with the mass change and things like that. So it's really timing, really patience bound. It's an old archetype at this point, but it was once very big, so it's worth coming back and kicking the tires, see how it goes. So thanks for watching, guys.